Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are back on the free-to-play today, and we are farming away on the Fire Knight because I've mentioned it in I've mentioned in a previous video, but I'm not sure I showed everything exactly like how my team works. But I can actually farm Fire Knight 20, which is, that's pretty amazing to do with I'm 41 days in. And that's honestly all thanks to the champions that I pulled. Like, I do have, apart from Jamarsa, which is over there in the corner, which I'm covering right now with my head, everybody else is kind of like a Fire Knight specialist. Like Kolhar's amazing. She brings 4 hits on her A1. She brings a big smack on her A3 that depletes the turn meter fully. Like, basically decreases the turn meter by 100%. Doesn't fully deplete, but still that's insane and does a lot of damage, and you only need 70% crit rate for that one. Plus, that one does massive damage as it scales off of enemy max HP. So up until stages 20, when it comes to the boss damage, people that do enemy max HP can actually do the most damage. After that, it's capped, at least on the bosses, to 10% of the damage. That's where everything changes. But obviously, we're early on, so we're just going to be discussing about that part right now. After that, we have Lissandra, which is, well, she's basically the queen of turn meter control. There's nobody that does turn meter control better than Lissandra, like, overall. I mean, there's somebody else that does good turn meter control like A1, such as an Allure. Then there's obviously somebody like a Morrigan that comes close and brings some other stuff. But straight up, when it comes to the turn meter control, and that's something that you really want, you really need in the when you're fighting the Fire Knight, because what you want to do is this: you want to take down the shield, and you don't want the boss to get the shield back up. So Lissandra comes in clutch with that because, first of all, she brings a 24 speed in all battles for all of your champions, which is amazing. Then she brings a full turn meter depletion on her A2, which is that's on a 4-turn cooldown currently, as I didn't book it yet, but it can go down to a 3-turn. Then this one that you just saw, the Energizer A3, basically pushes back 30% of the enemy's turn meter, increases all of my team's turn meter by 30%, and puts a 30% increased speed on all my team, which is obviously, it's amazing. I mean, look at this. The boss that just does not have a turn. We rotate so much with our skills, plus in between the 3 people that do turn meter control, whereas, this is where Tomb Lord comes in clutch. He has a triple hit on the A1 that brings us a decreased speed if he crits. Then on his ultimate, he has an AoE decrease attack and decreased defense, but if the boss is under 50%, he also fully depletes the turn meter. So that's why he's so amazing for this. I have him locked. I have his poison locked for the sake of the boss because I don't really need it. Let me just quickly show you the preset that I'm using right now. So this one, I should actually change the name into Fire Knight 20 because I can actually farm 20. So the way that I have it done, it's like, I'm still testing, I'm still improving, I'm still changing build, so this can change at a different stage. But I just have her open with the Energize for the first wave, then don't use it. On the second one, I let her to do it. Then on the third one, I make her open with the A1 because I want to hit in that shield. Tomb Lord, same thing. Open with the AoE, decrease attack and decrease defense on the first wave, then stop it. And then let him do whatever on the second wave. And on the third, I make him open with the triple hitter. I want to take that shield down as fast as possible. And then let him do either the A3 or the A1. Jamarsa, I only have on the boss part open with the A1. I want that hit on the shield. Again, I need those first 10 ticks. Then for the sake of Kolhar, she does whatever she wants on the waves. On the boss part, I lock her A2. I don't really care about getting poison stacked in there. I'd rather have the space because I have so many poisons from Tomb Lord. I had so many poisons from Tomb Lord and her, and the boss is not taking a turn, so I don't really care about those poisons. And if he does take a turn, we're not gonna die, and even if we die, Jamarsa is gonna be there to revive us, but we're not gonna die because we have the decreased attack from Tomb Lord. So I just want her to rotate to the 4-hitter on the A1 because she has Giant Slayer, that's gonna be more damage, and obviously the Heartseeker, which does a ton of damage. And then we have a Ronda, which basically Ronda's here for the damage for the waves. She's kind of the one tanking most of the hits because she's wrong affinity, but she brings multi-hits. She brings 3 hits or 4 if the boss is under 50% on the A1, and then she brings 3 hits on the A2. So she's just straight up damage dealer. Like, she could be maybe somebody that I would replace later on if I would get, maybe even if I got an Allure. Even if I got an Allure, maybe I would bring an Allure instead of Ronda and just focus on the control, turn meter and all that. But yeah, this is my team, and like I said, it's not perfect right now. If this was perfect, I would have Tomb Lord be at around 200 speed, made him 100% crit rate, obviously the accuracy in the right speed, Lissandra's really fast, and basically I would want to have everybody in such a way that when the shield is down, I want to have the Heartseeker go straight on after that, and then I want the decreased speed from Tomb Lord to be placed. Right now it's like, you know, it still works because the reality is like this, guys. Whenever you're building yourself a team for a dungeon, you have to look at what do I have, what are their speeds, how are they going, and what do I need to change. Like this team setup that we have available, this can make the difference between your run being 100% or your run being just 50%. As long as you time your skills through, you know, lots of testing. It required me to do it quite a few times to find the right combination. But after lots of testing, you actually realize, okay, this is the way that it works best for me. This is what I'm going to do. And like I said, that not everybody's... The only one that, like, I'm pretty happy about how it's built is Lissandra. Because she's fast with accuracy, even her. She doesn't have everything max, but she's pretty fast, good accuracy. Everybody obviously has a War Master or Giant Slayer, and the only ones that have booked are Jamarsa fully booked, Coldheart, and Tomb Lord almost fully booked. No books in Ronda, no books in Lissandra yet. They're still working, I'm gonna book them at a later stage. But the reason why I'm doing this right now, the reason why I'm focusing on the Fire Knight and I showed you this team is, one, I wanted to give you, you know, like a quick, I guess... let's call it early mid-game showcase, because I cannot say it's a guide, because I have all the good Fire Knight champions. But yeah, that my team would look different if I didn't have those champions, but at least I hope you understand the principle of what the team, what it does, and you saw the run and see how you can adapt that to your account. Like maybe if you didn't have Alessandra, you can bring an Apothecary in there. He brings increased speed, he brings increased turn meter, brings heal, triple hit on the A1, that could still work. It might not be like, you know, as efficient, it's still gonna be 100%, but you just have to find the right combination with them. But the reason why I'm showing this is because we have an amazing, as I mentioned, you know, a few days back, I think it was actually yesterday, we have an amazing event going on right now, one of the ones that they planned for this week, and that's 3 times chance to drop Regeneration set. What does this do? Regeneration is a 4P set and it heals by 15% every turn. So every time your champion gets a turn, they get healed by 15% of their max HP. Well, if you have a look over here, what I have on my Tomb Lord, I have him in a Regeneration set because you know what? He's not going to be somebody that I can keep alive through lifesteal, through War Master, through all of that on its own because he doesn't do too much damage for the sake of lifesteal. Like, yeah, for the sake of Clan Boss, you could work in lifesteal with the Giant Slayer. If you proc set, he would heal back up to full, but that's not as efficient everywhere else because apart from the Clan Boss where you do a ton of damage through your War Master and Giant Slayers, on the waves he will die, so you need him to build tanky. Tomb Lord is not a damage dealer per se, he's a debuffer. His damage comes mostly from these poisons, and he's mostly for the decreased defense, decreased attack, turn meter depletion, decreased speed, then the brimstone. So having a regeneration on him is one of the best things to do, because like I said, he's not a damage dealer per se. For my damage dealers, as you see Ronda and my shield guard, they're in lifesteal. For supports, you want regeneration. And every single one of your supports, or almost every single one of your supports, up until a certain stage in the game, you want them to be in regeneration. If it's somebody that you're not going to get to tier 6, for example, to have the War Master, Giant Slayer, to heal back up, you're going to want regeneration. That can keep them alive and you will not have to worry about getting them to 6-star. So as an example, let me see. Do I have somebody I can show in here that I could build at level 50 that could be good in regen? Oh yeah, as an example, maybe Master Butcher. Okay, Master Butcher could be somebody that he just brings, you know, provokes, heal everybody by the damage he takes and a chance to revive. He's not going to do damage for me too much, so the way to build him is either you build him in the regeneration set, which is something, you know, I just showed you for the sake of Tomb Lord, or there's another set that you can get yourself, but you have to do the Doom Tower, and that's, I haven't forged anything yet, and that's the, let me show you, where is it again? Guardian. So Guardian set, this one basically what it does, it's a 4-piece set where the wearer, can you see? it absorbs 10% of the damage that everybody takes, goes on to the person that has the Guardian, and also heals by 10% of every turn. It's not as a good a regeneration set, but it's actually better for certain cases, such as like in clan boss, you can bring massive damage mitigation. When you're talking stuff about like, I don't know, some bosses and you want somebody to absorb some of the damage, like, I don't know, Bommel, for example, or maybe even the Griffin, this can be helpful. But for Griffin, it's like, if that person goes under, it's not the best. Still, these are the types of sets that you're trying to get on your supports that you're not going to get to max. And having the regeneration be 3 times right now, I'm just going to use all of my, all of my energy that I get in the following days up until I get to open the Force Keep again to continue my progress missions, which is going to be on Friday. So I'm going to use all my energy that I get from the daily stuff. Then I'm going to get this to reset. I'm going to use those 2 refills as well. And then I would use this one, use that one. If I had some energy in here, I would have bought it. I don't have it, but I'm also going to buy the energy from here once I have it again. If actually, I think it might be too late, but still. I'm not going to dip into my gems, maybe, unless I have to do it to get the last milestone, but I'm going to farm it a ton. Regeneration is going to be huge for me. And you know what? I'm going to get some gems from here, some silver, an epic book, which might not be bad, because I'm hopefully going to pull a good epic for the sake of clan boss this weekend. So I need all the epic books that I can get. So yeah, that's what I'm focusing on right now. That's what I'm grinding right now. I'm doing arena in the meantime, but I really want regeneration, because right now I have a 4-star glove on Tomb Lord, that's crit rate. I have a 4-star speed boot again. So basically these 3 pieces are the ones that we got from the daily login. Let me show you guys. Let me see this one. So from day 11, my Tomb Lord has been in the same 4 pieces till day 11, up until like recently when I changed his chest because I got a higher rank accuracy chest. I think I already had, yeah, this is the one that I had before. Let me move myself to the side. Again, it's not the best one, but it had the stats that I needed for him, so I used it. Now I'm obviously hoping to get like, bigger speed boots. Hopefully, did I get anything so far? Nope, this one's gonna sell. So I'm hoping to get better pieces. Like, oh, look at this. This is a perfect piece, for example, for Tomb Lord. Crit rate, which he needs. Speed, which he needs. Accuracy, which he needs. He's straight up gonna wear this one. Let's see, helmet, anything so far? Nope, this could be good. Another accuracy chest that could be better. I could roll this. If this one rolls me at least crit rate at least once, it's gonna be already better than what I have. Because yeah, these one give him some survivability stats, but I'm trying to get to that 100% crit rate. So yeah, I'll be farming along a ton of this, and I'm hopefully gonna, hopefully by the end of this, I'm gonna have my Tomb Lord fully rebuilt, and honestly, I'm aiming to get with him at around 200 speed. Around 200 speed, he's gonna be fine. Accuracy I will want 100%, and then crit rate 100%, and then accuracy around 220 should be just fine. Then everything else I'm gonna throw into HP and defense, because he has to be tanky, he has to be survive. He doesn't have to do damage, he just needs 100% crit rate. In case you don't know, he needs 100% crit rate in order to land a decreased speed, and he needs 100% crit rate in order to place 4 poisons instead of 2. That's why you want crit rate in his build. If you don't care about his decreased speed, which you should, if you don't care about the 4 poisons, which you should, don't build him crit rate. Like, my priority was like, yeah, I don't have 100% crit rate. I tried to squeeze in some, but my priority was to get him faster. Because even right now, he's slower. He goes after my nuker, which is Ronda, and that's not ideal. I want him to be faster, so he goes and puts that decreased defense in there before my nukers go. But yeah, one thing that I'm really struggling, and I'm not quite sure I'm going to be able to do it, is I cannot beat this spider. And I have another 2 days and 22 hours to do it. Like, I have no idea what to do, and I'm not sure I really want to invest in somebody to get him to 6-star just for the sake of this one. Like, I'm not sure. Or maybe I wait till Friday. Maybe Friday I'm gonna get lucky, because if I pull somebody that's a good cleanser on Friday, I could use it to try and beat the spider, and then I would wait for the reset at night, Friday night, and just to beat this one, because the Doomtown resets on Saturday. For me, it's around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I could wait for the daily reset and I could try and beat it to get his void shard. But up until Friday, if I don't get someone else, I think I'm just, I don't think it's worth right now to invest a ton of resources in somebody that maybe I would use just for the sake of this. Because I tested it, my Ronda just does not do enough damage. Ronda just does not do enough damage for the sake of that one. And I might have like a Spirit Host to cleanse, but again, I really want to get a Spirit Host to 50 just for the sake of that. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to wait, like I said, till Friday and see what's gonna go on. I'm not pulling Ancients now. This is a trap for a free-to-play. It's a trap. With my luck, maybe I would get lucky, but I don't want that. I want good epics. I want good epics on the 2 times so that I can start pushing the clan boss further. I'm currently forking. I'm gonna make a video about this one maybe the other day, another day, tomorrow maybe. Show you what I'm doing. But for now, Fire Knight, Fire Knight, Fire Knight. Get your regens. And you know what, guys? If you're early or end game, Regeneration set is still good. Maybe in the end game it starts falling off a little bit, but up until the late game, you're gonna need it on faction war people, you're gonna need it on solo builds. On my main account, for example, I have my Ninja in regen, I have my Godseeker, I farm stage 24 of Sand Devil, so Regeneration is always gonna be a set that's gonna be good and useful on your account. But yeah, I guess this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. If you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next time, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye, guys.